Hello, my name is Devin, and this is Modest 1.0. This video I will be going into collision visualization and visualization in general, say markers and stuff, normals. Anyway, so if you haven't watched the collision videos, go back and watch those because that's a precursor to these. Anyway, so how collision visualization is done is, this is it through the collision test pair command. So we have these things that are showing the AABB, B-sphere, collision volume, etc. This collision volume specifically, how it basically works is we have our our collision visualizer, and we do this thing called debug view. So debug view basically goes into whichever the collision volume is by downcasting into it. And so if it's an AABB, for instance, it goes into show AABB, and then calls on that, creates an AABB, and then pushes it back to a list, which is run through every frame and drawn by the scene. It will render everything in this collision visualizer, visualizing all objects on the screen. So I actually made it so that you can choose to visualize it or not, as it can get taxing, and you don't necessarily want to see it should you release a game. So I created this visualizer control. It's just an inputable game object. User has no control over it. They just have to register it to the scene that they want it on. So if they want absolutely no visualization on the scene, they want to prevent it, they just don't add it. So I add it here. You have to do it to visualize, but if you don't want it, then not here. But the command to use when you use it is, if you ever want to use it actually, is backslash. You just hit backslash and it will visualize, or it will toggle the visualization. Anyway, so the collision visualizer allows you to see things such as, normals, lines, points, the actual collision volumes themselves. So you can see here, nothing. Boom, backslash. So we have it, and we now see the AABBs, the B-spheres, and this is when they're colliding, and they change color based on whether they're colliding with certain bits or not. So this is colliding with the trees OBB currently, which is on the ground. Now, you can see it on the terrain too, the AABBs, I'm getting hit. There's the group for the bullets. There are B-spheres on the bullets as well. So this is basically how it works. These three little dots, as well as that little red line right there, those are the terrain normals I went into earlier. These markers are just representations of points. So that is for barycentric coordinates, which I believe I've discussed, but I figured I'd go into anyway. So you can see them on the enemies as well. They're colliding with the terrain. Off, on, off, on. Boom. That's basically collision visualization. We can show our B-spheres, our ABBs, OBBs, it's really show raycast. This is actually a deprecated function that I was using in it initially. This is engine handled, and then basically the visualize all is how it actually shows all of them. Anyway, that is the sum up of collision visualization. Thank you.